The Niger Delta environment is highly degraded due to the intensive exploitation of oil and gas resources caused by oil spills, gas leaks, and even gas flares. This has negatively affected agriculture in the region, as most of the farmlands have been destroyed and rivers polluted, which has caused frustration and lack of livelihood for farmers. The negative impact on agricultural practices by oil extraction activities have contributed to the abject poverty and conditions of social deprivation experienced by communities in the region. What are the effects of oil spillage on fisheries activities in Bayelsa State? How has this affected poverty level? This week, we will answer these questions with officials from Bayelsa State Ministry of Agriculture. Mr. Obuma Imbata, Director, Fisheries, Bayelsa State Ministry of Agriculture, kick-started a program talking about the effects of oil spillage on fisheries. He went further away from home to get fish and still have a very good catch, to the point where some of the fishes were buried because of the quantity they caught. But these days, this can no longer happen due to continuous oil spillage in these areas. Plus, some species of fish have also gone on extinction. Has this act affected fisheries and the price of fish in the market? Does it in any way contribute to the poverty level in the state? Mrs. Diepriye Zolo, Chief Fishery Officer, Bayelsa State Ministry of Agriculture, has this to say.
Even the rural farmers, once they get their fish and other stuffs from their farm, they can just prepare their meal. But these days it is very difficult that if you go to rural areas, even some of those farmers, they eat meals without fish because it is difficult for them to get them. It's as bad as that. I could remember when I was discussing with some of the coppers posted to our department last week, they were like, I'm shocked. Why is it that Bayelsa that we hear our fishes now? I say, my brother, that's like this now.
Narrated.
The oil pollution has really reduced, fishing activities in the coastal areas. These are people that they are poor already, and we know move away from the fishing areas down to the oceans. And when it gets to those areas, it's really turbulent and rates
rise, as fish farmers will have to increase the price of few fishes they catch in order to be able to afford to buy other food items, as well as replace their sports, as well as oil companies who disposes their waste into our waters and lands, reckless abandon. She added pipeline vandalism will go a long way in helping to curb this menace. Mr. Mbata, on his part, advised the fishermen to be in touch with the Ministry of Agriculture and also that of Environment on issues concerning oil spillage. That way, they can get the needed help.
We advise the fishermen to always natural occupation.
I think the government should come up with some serious rules governing those vehicles plying our waterways, and also companies that are close to our neighbors and the rest, which is sensitization of these rural communities, because most of them, they are not educated. So once they get angry, they are the problem of themselves, because they will just go into the oil lines, break them, vandalize and the rest. And the effect tells on them, not just others. It starts with them, because it pollutes their water too.
The findings from this program, as well as other studies, suggest that oil production and spills negatively affect fish production. The fisheries and mariculture sector are impacted by the physical oiling of equipment and contamination of seafood, leading to tainting, and the effects on commercial and subsistence fisheries are very serious. Holders Alliance for Corporate Accountability, SACA.